Bonjour, Bowuni, King Sao, Ni Hao, Assalamu alaikum, Hola, Nege Def, hello. I know I probably forgot one. Um, I always say that. Hastamida. That's the one I always forget. I don't know what I be thinking. But anyway, yeah, I pray that you guys are having an amazing week so far. And y'all gotta be safe out here, like that ass. Like this shit is no fucking joke, y'all. This is no joke. Like that ass. None. Hold up, let me try to get up in this room. Alright, hold up, I think I'm in. Okay, so today I worked both jobs today, and today was a good day. Despite of what happened, it actually turned out okay, and I'll mention that in the video. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. So grab your drink, grab your weed, your wine, your your pencil, your whatever you need to enjoy and feel comfortable in the environment you in to enjoy my video. Do that, and I will meet you back here. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Well, we back. Me and Royal. Yes, some mamas. She wants some belly rubs. This girl's a trip. Do you hear me? And she ain't playing, okay? She bitch just like her mama. Like she only 3 months and she is ripping up this toy like crazy. And I've been like trying to like when she playing with it, when she playing with me, I try to like hit her and then like psych her out, like trick her so she can pay attention to the hands because the hands are fast. So I'm trying to teach her how to be quick. She's really good. She jumping and jumping at me, like right at my face, bit me on my lip, like she been lumping me up. But it's all good. Right, mamas? Look, she know I'm talking about her too. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. She talks sometimes. She really be holding conversations with people. She don't really talk to me as much. I don't know. I guess because I'm the disciplinarian and the mama. So yeah, yeah, mama. Everybody be thinking she a teddy bear. I'm like, no, that's a damn dog. And she started moving. They're like, I thought it was a teddy bear. But anyway, all right. So remember about the previous video, okay? You gotta. Oh, and I forgot in that video, you have to use your morals and what you were taught growing up. Like you gotta know, you gotta have integrity. You know, right from wrong, and that's how you discipline them. You train them. You gotta basically make yourself good. That's how you train them. And when they give you them bad thoughts, you start cursing them out like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch! Ain't nobody doing shit." Like that's how I do them, and it works for me. I be like, "Get the fuck out!" I'll open the window and everything. Literally, I'll open the door, all that shit. I start hitting the air and all that, and it for some reason, using the imagination, it works for me. Bam, execute them, get them the fuck out of here. Yes, that part. I felt something earlier. I started speaking in tongues, and when you speak in tongues, you directly in the face of God. So ain't nothing gonna fuck with that. Period. Boom. Shit like dust. And then God like, oh, so you want to be disrespectful? And she's sitting here, this bitch sitting here talking to me, having a conversation. That's like your mother and father talking, and you walk up on them just talking and not even excusing yourself. Oh yeah, that's how they go down. Yeah. So all right, so let me talk about what happened today. So I'm working, and I just got finished dropping off one order. So this other order came, and mind you, I did not want to work in that area. I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna do like one or two in this area, and if they don't seem like they're trying to get me back to the area I'm trying to go, then I'm just gonna turn the app off. Cause I do that. I turn that app off real quick. Like, no, this is not the area I want to work in. So I said, all right, fuck it. I'm a minute away from where I gotta drop it off at. Cause I said if it's like 5 minutes, something like that, I ain't taking it. It was only like a minute. So I took it. It was like a minute and some seconds. So I said, all right, fine. So I'm proceeding. Oh wait, let me go back. Ah, when I did one delivery, we were at McDonald's. Mind you, McDonald's stands for M, right? Now I'm gonna say it again. McDonald's stands for M, right? Has the letter M. So I comes out, and when I come out and get in the car, I put my dog and the food in the car, my puppy and the food in the car, because I take my dog to work with me. And this caddy, the alarm started going off, and I'm like, why the fuck is the alarm going to fuck off? And nobody touched the car, nobody even near it, nobody's even out here but me and my dog, and the fucking car not even that close to my car. So I didn't, and my car don't, it's not a hoopty I mean, it don't sound like a hoopty. Like, so, like, what the fuck? So that was puzzling. So I'm like, yo, I looked at that shit like a sign. I was like, that means something. But I couldn't put my finger on it. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to be open and be receiveth. Because trust me, if this is a sign, it's going to be another one behind this one. The signs come in threes. All right. So it comes in two. The twos and threes. Well, sometimes the three be what it's gonna be. You get two warnings and that three gonna be B. What it be? So I'm driving. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I noticed but at some point it was a white bird. All right. And it was in the street and it looked at me like, no, don't go. Like this, I swear to God, this is how that bird looked at me. So that she looked Indian or something, like a Latin, like that's Indian, like Indian or like from Iraq or something like that. You know how they just got that look, like that Indian look. It's like cool, soothing look. So she was like, so she helped the bird. She got the bird out the way, and I was like, oh, it did. You didn't have to rush it. I didn't mind it because I wasn't gonna rush. I was like, the bird, it's a sign. It's a white bird, and that's good luck for a bird. So, um, yeah, I'm cool with that. She was like, oh well, I didn't mean it. I said that's probably a blessing. She was like, oh, I didn't mean to send it away. I didn't mean to send your blessing away. I said, no, you ain't got nothing to do with that, baby. Trust me, what's already done is done. Me not knowing, right? So I still proceed. So as I'm proceeding, I do another order, all of that. So I noticed that another car, I was driving and another car alarm went off. I said, oh, alarm, alarming. God says something's going to happen. So I'm like, oh my God. So in the midst of that, I just start praying real briefly, like, God, whatever it is, can you show me what it is and cover me, please? Cover us, please. So I'm driving, I see a black cat all the way crossing the street and shit. I'm on my way down the road and a fucking black cat fucking come across the street, yo. So I get to this other place, I drop the food off, all of that. Now all of this didn't happen. So I get the food and I drops it off. Mind you, I dropped that order was another McDonald's order. Okay. And I dropped it off. And so the next restaurant I had to go to was like a minute away. So that's what I was trying to tell y'all at first, but I had to go back. So when I got around the block, around the corner from the restaurant I was about to pick up from, it was a gray car, and in back of that gray car, which was in front of me, was an SUV, and these motherfuckers talking about some. They was parking in the road and shit, and the way the way the guy jumped out the car, and then the bitch hanging out the car in the SUV. And I'm thinking this the undercovers. I'm thinking this like 21 Jump Street looking motherfuckers. You feel me? Motherfucker, motherfucker, those kind of fuckers. So I'm like, what the fuck? But when I heard the bitch say, get that bitch, I said, oh, this is not no fucking cop raid. The police ain't even up in this bitch. I said, oh, back my car up. And when I backed my car up to fucking turn down the fucking block, that's when I seen the guy go in his car. And I'm thinking he jumping in this car and taking a girl pocketbook or something out of the bitch. This nigga comes out with a motherfucking gun and start popping. Yo, when I say my motherfucking feet hit that motherfucking metal. So mind you, while he's shooting, he's on the net. Now, anybody know anything about Philly? When you're in the school, when you got two blocks and the school is in the middle of that shit close as fuck. Especially in the hood. We're talking about little Philly. So the little boy running through the streets. I'm like, oh my God. I said, oh shit, Lord, please don't let this little boy get fucking hit. I don't even know if they was chasing this little boy, but I think he just happened to be in the schoolyard. You know what I mean? And I ain't see him. I didn't see the little boy hit the ground. I did not see this person hit the ground, so I was kind of happy. But I'm ducking down in the fucking shit. Mind you, bullets just flying, and I'm like, oh my God. Mind you, I ain't even stopped to fucking see if my car was hit. I just fucking kept going, and I knew it wasn't the gas because the gas was on my motherfucking side, and I could see, the mirror, the rear view mirror. So I know he ain't hit my gas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. And mind you, I'm ducking down in the seat with my hand on the passenger side trying to hide my fucking dog, hoping the bullet don't come through. You know what I'm saying? And my fucking puppy and shit. I said, this is some motherfucking bullshit. I'm in the middle of a motherfucking shootout in the fucking hood. When I say I was shaking so fucking bad, because I was worried about my dog and I was worried about the little boy that was fucking in the fucking schoolyard. And then it's so crazy. That's why I don't fuck with bitches like that. All you heard was that bitch saying, get that bitch. Well, get that bitch means, to me, that sound like a girl fight. So if it's a girl fight, why is a nigga grabbing a gun? So I'm waiting to hear this on the news. I ain't gonna say where this shit was because I ain't got time for none of that shit either. And I don't need nobody trying to be hunting me down. And yes, I am about that life, but I ain't no dummy either. Okay, I'm far from that. And one thing we don't do in the street is do that. So in the end of the day, I'm not that. That's just that there. But I was like, oh my God, and the signs that I got. If I would have never seen that fucking white bird, that shit would have been different. And thank God I'm not the type of female person that run up the fights. I don't do that shit. Like, nah. Ooh, because at first I was like, ooh, who fighting? She was like, get that bitch. And I'm like, fuck her up. And I'm like, oh, they fighting? I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't understand. Like, if get that bitch, that sound like a girl to me. That sound like women fighting. So where did the nigga come in at? And it was so crazy because let me tell you something. When you are close to gunshots, it changed the whole environment. It changed the whole feeling. Like you no longer feel like you're in the matrix. You feel like you're in some other type of fucking zone. I know that's how it is for me when I'm in the middle of these shootouts. Like I've been around a lot of shootouts. So, and thank God I haven't gotten hit. You feel me? But and that's because I don't be losing. My mom told me you be losing your shit, you get your ass killed like that. So I always learned, and even my brothers, we always was the type that we didn't do all that shit. Nah. Ooh, excuse me, I keep burping, y'all. Sorry. Get them demons out. So yeah, that was kind of crazy, y'all. I was shaking. I was like, you know what? Fuck this money. I said, God. I said nope, and in my mind I kept saying, "No, you ain't gonna hit my car." Oh hell no! And I'm like, I ain't even give a fuck if I hit. Yo, when I stopped at the stop sign, yo, I went so fast and stopped so fucking hard that you would think that I'm the one that just did the shooting and fucking drove off. I mean, my tires was fucking burning, yo. I ain't look. I was not fucking playing. I got the fuck out of there so fucking quick. And it was like he was running next to my fucking car, but over the block over and shit. It was like, and I'm like, oh God, please don't let them motherfuckers come over and run and cut through this motherfucking schoolyard. Fucking, and because then I'm definitely gonna get hit. There's no answers buts about that shit. I mean, that's how close I was close as fuck to this shit. I said, "Oh my God," because the people that was with him was behind him. Because he went and grabbed the gun and then ran to the left, like everybody else in the street. So you no longer on this street, you're on another block. Like, what the fuck? And I'm riding down the block next to the. It was crazy, yo. And I was sitting there like, oh my god. Like I said, not today, bitch. Nah, I gotta make my cousin some goddamn. I gotta make her a hamburger with cheese. Oh man, that shit was crazy, yo. Crazy. But I'm glad I'm blessed. You know, I'm untouched. My car untouched. So that's all good. Yeah, somebody had hacked me, I think. I guess they like, oh, this bitch trying to be a rapper. No, I am not trying to be a rapper. It's just a hobby. I don't. I will write for somebody else, but I don't want to be a rapper. It's just not gonna happen. I can't see that. But anyway, hey, the guy got things for you. What could you see, really, right? But anyway, I'm just not. I'm really not. You gotta remember, I got shot in my neck, so I don't have time for all that shit. You feel me? I had to be the type that fucking. I ain't even gonna say it. Give nobody no fucking ideas. Pay me, bitch, for these ideas. How to give y'all free ideas. I know it's I love giving out ideas. I got so many of them. I'm so creative. It's just I haven't ran out yet. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully you guys checked out the previous video about how to deal and how to control these demons. Like this shit is real. You gotta get aggressive with them motherfuckers. Don't be no bitch. Don't be scared. They you can't see them. Yeah, I mean, if you can see them, then that's amazing. But for the most part, you can't fucking see them. You can't feel them what they gonna do to you, like shit like that. So curse them motherfuckers out. Disrespect them motherfuckers. Bitch, you ain't nobody. God, I mean, I'm telling you. And you know, some of them will get mad and fuck your ass up, and you start getting bad luck and shit. So you gotta end. And if that happens, just endure it and say thank you, God. Just thank you. You know what I mean? You gotta kill them motherfuckers with goodness. That's how you kill them motherfuckers. You know better. You know you ain't supposed to smack that motherfucker. You know you ain't supposed to be talking about them people. See, I don't talk about nobody. I just talk about what you did to me and how you made me feel. Other than that, I ain't doing it, and I don't want to hear that shit either. Like, get the fuck out of here. Because I'll listen to people, and then when it don't sound like, what I'm into, I just nah. I'm good. But anywho, I'm getting exhausted, you guys. Even though I'm gonna be up on here watching some videos, mythology. Look up some stuff in mythology. But whatever it is, I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Sorry, y'all, I'm exhausted. I am tired, and I ain't got me some good sleep. It's just my nerves are shot. Like I just could not believe that shit. I said, "Damn!" It felt like I was getting shot again. That shit gave me a flashback like a motherfucker. That's how close I was to that shit, y'all. Like I swear to God, I I thought my car got hit. I was hoping that my car didn't. That's how close I was to that shit. I wasn't that close where I seen that nigga face though. I can't even remember what the fucking nigga had on. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, God damn, like, and mind you, I've been in neighborhoods where, I've been living around crackers and biracial neighborhoods, and it ain't been all this. I'm not used, like hanging in this shit, yeah, growing up in it, yeah, but like I ain't been living around this kind of bullshit. So to be back in Philly with this shit, man, oh my God, this shit is fucking. They got my stomach hurt. Fucking ridiculous. Like Philly, y'all gotta do better, man. Like for real, y'all think y'all cool, y'all not. Y'all dumb as fuck. You only cool when you talking to the Most High. When you and God working something out for the benefit of everybody in the planet. Other than that, bitch, you not all that. Sit down. Y'all need to cut that shit out, Philly. For real, Philly, Philadelphia. The fuck. Anyway, what it's like without love and laughter, you gotta hug yourself. Yeah, right. So, oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Mm. Feed that dopamine, feed your heart. Even if you gotta hug a tree, hug it, hug it, hug it, hug it. I just wish y'all well, man. Stay safe, yo. Get smarter, like I always say. If you're not using 100% capacity of your brain, you are stupid, just like me. And meanwhile, see you in the next video. Until next time, do